45 yards. So the rest of the crew is just going nuts. Then I just shot down with my FX Crown with the 18 grain Barracuda. So I'm just waiting for them to settle down. I'm actually inside a little cart here for the cows. So they're not really landing, so we'll be able to get a second shot hopefully. But anyway, I haven't been out for a long time, so this is the first time out for a long time at Farm Z. Glad to be back. It's sunny, but it's windy. But anyway, I would just do some testing. Recently I got the Firefly 8 SE, which I'm recording right now. So far it's good. I'm using it for recording purposes and also my scope cam for my other gun. As you know, I have the GoPro set up, the side shot. But anyway, I'm just doing some comparison with this and see how that goes. Also, I recently received a OneLeaf night vision, the Commander 100, I think. So just testing that out right now. So far it's not too bad. Daytime recording is pretty good. I had that on my S510 right now for the 177. However, that is the 10x zoom fix. So the footage is pretty tight. So I might want to try on a lesser magnification scope to see, because I want to use that to try it out for my rat shooting using the 177. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to see if we can get another crow. Stay tuned. Cheers. Hello, welcome to Air Rifle Testing. Finally get out to shoot some starlings and stuff, but there were some when I first showed up, but they didn't stay. I think I got one starling and one blackbird and one crow. That was using my FX Crown. Anyway, so as I mentioned before, I just got that OneLeaf Comander 100 from the supplier. So yeah, I'm just doing a review. I just got it set up on my S510. It's a 177, that's the Air Arm. So the scope that I have on is the MTC 10X. So I think that's a little bit too much of a zoom for my purpose, because I want to use it for rat shooting nighttime. So I might have to switch it to a different scope with the less zoom, probably a 3X or something. But for the time being, it's just going to be staying on this 10X for now. So far I'm okay with it. I do have the Pard007S recently that I purchased, so that will be a good comparison to this model. Obviously this is a lot cheaper. It's 300 US. So but so far I'm impressed with it. Like I said, I have to really use it more and trying to do some nighttime shooting for the rats and see how this footage is gonna show up. So I'm going to obviously have to mount an external infrared, because the built-in infrared typically is not very good. So that's what I found in the past anyway with my Pard008. So after I added 2 additional external infrared with the 850 nanometer, the footage is a lot brighter and more crisp for viewing. So anyway, so it's just basically a clip-on. I'm using a 48 size millimeter for my scope. So I added some tape here just to mount it, and then obviously you have to square it off and then level up the crosshair. Once you get that, you get your zoom here to focus on your reticle, and then this is a adjustment for your eyepiece, eye relief. So here's my setup here. I'm shooting the Diablo 177, that's a 4.5 millimeter, 8.4 grain. So these are my 3 magazines, as you can see here. So these are 177, and this gun is actually a 12 foot-pound, so it's perfect for indoor and in close range or something. So I have to test it out. So this is what I attempt to do, is mounting a bracket here so that I can click on my infrared. So this is just a prototype. We'll see if this is gonna work, because obviously there's no place for me to mount this other than clipping it on with a bracket and then get my infrared to cripple on to one light only. So, but obviously I have to test to find out whether or not the light's gonna be sufficient for the recording. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and stay tuned for the next video. Cheers. So I'm testing out the OneLeaf Comander on my S510 177. So last night I swapped out the scope. I had an MTC scope before with the 10X. I felt that's a little bit too much zoom, so I had a no scope the Bushnell Legend, which is 4.5 to 14 times 42 millimeter. So I just finished mounting it, zero test and everything, set up at 25 yards zero, and 5 minutes ago I just shot a blackbird, just landed on top of the roof line there. So everything works. I did some recording, so now I'm just going to record another session of accuracy tests. So I'm going to do 25 and then come closer to me. So this setup is going to be for my rat shooting, and hopefully that's going to work out. So that was 5 shot, 1 hole. So you can see that's pretty much 1 hole, 5 shots in there. So I'm pretty happy. That's where my shooting spot from. Yeah, exactly 20 yards. So let's do 20 yards and see what my holdover is. With the 177, it's probably going to be really minimum, but let's check it out and verify anyway. Okay, let's do 5 shot. I'm just gonna hold dead center and see what happens. Slightly high. But it's still in my dot. The dot is about 3/4 inch. Three. 4. Out. 5. So 25 to 20 yards, that's pretty much on my crosshair. So I'm gonna go to 15 now. Let's see. Bad. The scope is the closest range is like I said, 20 yards. From the OneLeaf, anyway, the recording I can see. Well, I couldn't see the pellet point of impact, but I'll show you the box here. As you can see, is closer to 6 o'clock at the bottom of the dot. So for my purpose, 15 to 25 yards is pretty much crosshair. I just have to hold a little bit hold over anything from 15 yards and closer. So now I'm gonna push the box further back to about 30 yards and see what kind of holdover I need to do. And like I said, this is for my rat shooting. I won't be shooting beyond 50 yards. So if anything, I'll keep it at 30 or 40 yards of distance. So I'm gonna do a 10 yards since I can't really record with my OneLeaf due to my scope. I'm gonna use this Firefly right in front of the box. Cycle. Slightly high and to the right. That's better. I got a slight breeze from left to right, so my point of impact is shifting to the right, slightly high. So that's definitely due to the wind. Yeah, it is pushing slightly right now, but 30 yards is about, seems a little bit high. Hard to tell because the windage. My point of impact could be still within the Q zone of the red dot anyway, so I'm gonna do a few more. So yeah, horizontally it's not too bad, it's still within. So 30 yards, I'm gonna have to do a slight under. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna make a mental note that 30 yards is also my crosshair, close enough. Let's see what happened at 35. Okay, I'm at 35 yards now, so let's see. So I'm definitely low by a quarter inch, maybe half.